You're watching ABC7 News at 5:30.
Welcome back. Tensions continue to escalate at the U.S.-Mexico border.
Thousands of Central American migrants remained camped out in Tijuana, hoping to apply for asylum in the U.S. But President Trump now threatening to shut down the border after violent clashes over the weekend between migrants and authorities. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez is in Tijuana with the very latest.
Security along the U.S.-Mexico border tightening after a rally in Tijuana Sunday turned violent. A group of Central American migrants breaking away from the crowd and trying to cross into the United States illegally, met by a wall of tear gas. Customs and Border Protection saying agents were responding to projectiles being thrown at them. Several people were hurt, the fumes overtaking other migrants standing nearby, including mothers and their panicked children.
She's saying the kids' eyes were watering from the tear gas.
Mexican authorities say at least 98 people were detained and are now being deported. Another 69 migrants were arrested on the California side. The chaos prompting one of the world's busiest ports of entry, the San Isidro crossing, to shut down for hours. Some of these migrants spent the weeks-long trek to the border carrying signs like, "Mr. Trump, we hate you not." The president tweeting this morning, Mexico should move the flag-waving migrants, many of whom are stone-cold criminals, back to their countries. Do it by plane, do it by bus, do it any way you want, but they are not coming into the USA. He went on to threaten to close the border down permanently.
And now more migrants are making their way here towards the border. The crowd, primarily living in this tent city here in Tijuana, expected to swell from about 5,000 who are here now to about 9,000 according to Mexican authorities. And the border crossing here can only process about 100 asylum applications every day. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, Tijuana, Mexico.
Governor-elect Ron DeSantis and Lieutenant Governor-elect Jeanette Nunez visiting a Jewish day school today in South Florida. This is the first official stop in South Florida for the Republican running mates since DeSantis defeated his Democratic opponent, Tallahassee Mayor Andrew Gillum. After a statewide recount, DeSantis, who resigned from Congress to run for governor, has opposed federal education programs, saying education policy should be decided at the local level. Nunez has a background in higher education, having worked as an adjunct professor and an advisor at her alma mater, Florida International University.
Sarasota County school officials will swear in their new police chief tomorrow. It's the second chief in the agency's first few months of existence. Tim Enos was with the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office for 15 years. He is now replacing Paul Grahowski, who was reassigned to an administrative role last month following an issue with the department's head of security. Tomorrow's swearing in starts at 10 a.m. at the Performing Arts Center at Riverview High School. The event is open to the public. And 19 new hires also start today at Northport Fire Rescue. With 2 previously hired, this makes 21 new firefighter EMT paramedics. Thanks to a grant awarded to the fire department from SAFER, these additional crew members are now available in Northport to protect you.
This is the final week of the 2018 Atlantic hurricane season. I know Bob is pretty happy about that. The season began on June 1st and was relatively calm for Florida until Michael made landfall on October 10th as a Category 4 storm in the Panhandle. The storm is blamed for at least 36 deaths and caused massive damage around Mexico Beach. It tore apart homes, snapped trees, and knocked out power as it barreled towards Georgia. The storm resulted in about $3.5 billion in insured losses. So while the hurricane season will end this Friday, the recovery process will take months, if not years.
Well, speaking of hurricane season, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob, nothing in the tropics that you're watching, correct?
Right, and things are looking much better in the Gulf of Mexico, too, in terms of anything developing. Here's a breakdown of what happened this year. I think it's pretty much over. Sometimes you can get a rogue storm developing in the Atlantic this time of year, but for the most part, 15 named storms, 8 hurricanes, and 2 major hurricanes. That's pretty average, 2 major storms, but what is not average is both of those major hurricanes hit the United States. We had Florence, obviously a Category 4 hurricane, did considerable damage to the Mid-Atlantic coast states. And Michael, we talked about Michael just now, that was a Category 4, could have been a 5, very close to it. And 15 named storms, that's a little bit above average, and 8 hurricanes also a little bit above average, which was supposed to be a relatively quiet season or just near average. So it was a little bit above it. Now, as far as the cold front is concerned, that chills everything out in the Gulf. So temperatures drop below that 80-degree threshold for storms to develop, and that means it's pretty much wiped out in the Gulf of Mexico. You can see some heavy rainfall just move through Parrish, Florida. Also, we had some rain in northwest Bradenton, more rain on the way. These are scattered showers out ahead of the actual cold front, which will change things considerably here. In fact, it'll go from air conditioning to heater real quick tomorrow evening as the winds pick up out of the northwest, and it will be a very windy day. You can see that rain now into Lakewood Ranch, stretching down to Fruitville near the Meadows. Some pretty heavy rainfall, but it won't be around all that long. But then we could see some scattered showers even after that. More rain entering now towards Siesta Key and Turtle Beach, heading toward Osprey and the Palmer Ranch area. Get ready for some rain there in the next half hour. Here's the weather headlines. Scattered storms this evening. We could see an isolated thunderstorm, and then much cooler tomorrow, and it will turn very windy, especially in the afternoon. And then the wind chills on Wednesday morning could be down into the 30s in some places, so that's going to be interesting to watch that. Low temperatures will definitely be down in the 40s both on Wednesday morning and Thursday morning. I want to show you the forecast winds. They'll be out of the northwest beginning tomorrow, anywhere from 10 to 15 miles an hour, and even in the morning. Most of the rain should be over by sunrise and should stay that way, but the winds really start to pick up once that secondary front moves through in the afternoon. We're talking sustained winds up to 20 and gusts as high as 30 miles an hour in the late afternoon and evening on Tuesday. We'll have more on this big cold outbreak and let you know when things warm up coming up in a few minutes. Dwayne?
Bob, thanks. And at this point, you've probably seen reports about a Christmas tree shortage this year. Some are speculating not only higher prices, but fewer choices this holiday season. But is that the reality here on the Suncoast? We spoke with one local organization that says the time to buy is now. The Boys and Girls Club of Manatee County has been selling real Christmas trees for over 6 decades. But due to a tree shortage, their usual vendor had no trees for them this year, which forced them to find a new vendor.
We had to deal with freight, which went up $1,000, and so it's been a challenge.
Chief Operating Officer of the Boys and Girls Club of Manatee County, Beth Clark, says the shortage stems from the economy crash back in 2008.
When the recession hit, they could not afford to plant as many saplings, and it takes a good 10 years to get like a 6-8 foot tree. So now we're feeling that null and void section where they didn't have enough money to plant the trees because they just didn't have it.
And the lack of trees means higher prices. But for some, the purchase is necessary.
But I come here for the smell. It smells so good.
Well, it's Christmas time, and you should always have a live tree at Christmas time.
She says although it's possible to feel the shortage for another couple years, she believes the need for real trees won't go away.
If you've got a live tree your whole life, you're going to have a live tree. It might not be as big as what you want. You might get a smaller one to offset the cost, but there's nothing like the smell of a fresh pine tree in your house.
Well, looking ahead, the 30th annual Venice Christmas Boat Parade sets sail this Saturday in the Intracoastal Waterway. Everyone is welcome and all boaters are invited to join in on that fun. The parade starts just north of the Albee Road Bridge at 6 p.m. If you are coming by boat, there are plenty of spots along the way to drop your anchor. Unlike prior parades, though, you are not allowed to set up chairs, blankets, or other items in viewing locations prior to December 1st.
The Sarasota County Sheriff's Office is hosting its second annual holiday toy drive starting this Saturday, December 1st. There are currently more than 1,500 children throughout Sarasota, Manatee, and Charlotte counties who have been removed from their homes due to abuse or neglect. Because the children range in age from newborn to 18 years old with varying personal needs, the Sheriff's Office has chosen to focus the holiday initiative solely on toys and gift cards. For more information on where you can deliver donations, you can go to mysuncoast.com.
Well, First Lady Melania Trump unveiled the decked halls of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue in photos and a video on Twitter today. It is the second Christmas at the White House for the Trumps. This year's theme is American Treasures, and the White House says the elaborate display was designed by the First Lady. There are dozens of Christmas trees on display, including the Gold Star family tree and the 18-foot official White House Christmas tree. On Sunday, Melania Trump tweeted a thank you to all the volunteers from across the U.S. who worked hard to put up all of these decorations. Beautiful.
Yeah, it looks nice.
It does.
Still to come on your Suncoast News, is your favorite store playing tricks on you? How stores can use mind games to get you to open your wallet.
Plus, how retail giants hope to cash in online this Cyber Monday. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.
Experience true automotive luxury at Sunset Maserati, Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Every time you purchase a fishing license or register your boat, you're helping to preserve our nation's coastlines, lakes, rivers, and streams, protecting memories for generations to come. Learn how your participation in boating and fishing can help the environment at takemefishing.org/conservation.
Here's today's Job of the Day. ABC7 is seeking a reporter/anchor with at least 3 years reporting and anchoring experience. Producing background a plus. Visit mysuncoast.com/job of the day to apply.
It's year-end clearance time at every Gettle location. Over 3,000 new vehicles, over 1,000 used vehicles on clearance right now at Gettle.com. And Gettle Pre-Owned Certified Plus means buying with peace of mind. Get credit help, fast cash for your car, and year-end clearance prices right now at a Gettle dealership near you. Gettle's got it. At Gettle.com.
Know your land, know your prey.
What are we doing?
Saturdays at 5:30 and Sundays at 2 on the ABC7 live stream.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.
With holiday shopping in full swing, you may be tempted to splurge, but according to experts, overspending when you hit the store may not be entirely your fault. Kim Hutcherson explains how stores can use mind games to get you to open up your wallet.
We may sit down and make a holiday budget full of determination to stick to our priorities. But if those good intentions go down the drain, it might not be your fault. As holiday shopping revs into full gear, here's a look at some of the tricks companies play to get you to buy more. Number 1, putting out alluring scents. Research shows shoppers tend to purchase more premium products in stores with warm scents like vanilla and cinnamon. Number 2, mood music. Research suggests music and background noise may influence shopping habits. A study out of Beijing found shoppers in stores with fast-paced music were more likely to make impulse purchases. Number 3, grouping. Products placed together like a set seem to make shoppers more willing to impulsively buy the items in the display, even if they don't need them. And beware, these tricks aren't limited to brick-and-mortar stores. Online retailers use technology to track your spending habits so they can tailor their advertising with items curated specifically for you. For today's Health Minute, I'm Kim Hutcherson.
Now your ABC7 First Alert weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Well, you can say goodbye to the beach weather. Here's some beach shots right now of Holmes Beach. One guy out there kind of enjoying the afternoon, then all of a sudden, here comes the rain again. It's falling. Oh, that's a song. I'm sorry, I was going to go into that. But anyway, you can see the waves also picking up there, and all the beachgoers gone. You can see this line right here. This is the actual cold front back here. That's going to really change things up for our weather and temperatures. Won't be the best of beach weather over the upcoming at least 48 hours, as things will get pretty cold for Florida standards. Now, we're going to see temperatures into the 40s definitely on Wednesday morning and Thursday morning, and then wind chill factor could come into play, especially Wednesday, as those winds will still be up. Right now we're dealing with the rainfall. You can see the storms, lightning strikes into looks like Polk County as well as into Hillsborough County right now with that line of storms. This is a little action out ahead of the actual front itself, and you can see that rain has been heavy at times in parts of Manatee County. Also into Parrish, had a pretty good downpour there. That's starting to lessen up, but still some rain on the way. You can see the heaviest shower now occurring right there near Osprey and Siesta Key, and then another area of heavy rainfall right there near Lakewood Ranch, stretching down toward Fruitville and looks like I-75. This is going to cause some pretty heavy downpours for the next half hour or so into Sarasota County near Gulf Gate Estates. Some heavy rainfall there. Also in the Point of Rocks and southward down near Turtle Beach, stretching off toward Honore Avenue and the Palmer Ranch District. Now, as far as the futurecast goes, all the rough weather, heavy rainfall, let's put it that way, will be over here, I think, by 9, 10 o'clock tonight. And then we'll get these spotty showers moving onshore as the actual cold front moves through. By tomorrow morning for the kids, we're going to see temperatures not all that cold, into the upper 50s for the most part. But the winds will really pick up throughout the day, making it feel all that much colder in the afternoon. So make sure jackets and sweaters are at least with them. And it looks like temperatures will struggle on Wednesday to get up into the 60s for the most part. Right now, the hourly planner for tomorrow will start off in the 50s, upper 50s looks like, and then temperatures do not warm up much from that, and the winds really start to pick up in the afternoon. Temperatures only into the mid-60s for highs on Tuesday. So our current conditions, we do have some clouds around 73. Winds are going to be picking up, especially tomorrow. The high today was 81. We can say goodbye to the 80s at least until Friday, more than likely Saturday. 66 was the morning low. We'll be lucky if we get to this for a high temperature tomorrow. 66 was our low this morning. Well, temperatures into the highs tomorrow, 20s in Minot and 23 in Minneapolis. Temperatures into the 30s in Cleveland and also in Toledo, as well as into Columbus, right around 30 degrees there. We'll see a high of 65, which is not too bad considering the rest of the U.S. chilling out. Well, here's that blizzard, that major winter storm, still winding up across parts of the Northeast. Mainly rainfall into New York now, stretching down into the nation's capital. Still, there are winter storm warnings up and winter weather advisories. The area in pink that you see are still the winter weather warnings that are stretching from Maine through Vermont, New Hampshire, all the way down into northwestern portions of Pennsylvania tonight. That's a winter storm warning, winter storm watch in northeast Ohio at this point. And out west, they're getting more rainfall a little bit further north in California into Washington and Oregon. The 7-day forecast shapes up like this. Much cooler tomorrow, mid-60s for your highs. And then only in the low 60s, and it will be windy and cold. In fact, wind gusts on Tuesday night, Wednesday morning could be up to 30 miles an hour out of the northwest, and that will usher in the coldest air of the season. We could even see some upper 30s on Thursday morning inland, mid-40s near the beaches. We warm up over the weekend. Our rain chances pick up a little bit on Saturday evening, up to 40% and 40% on Sunday. Jacqueline?
All right, Bob, thank you. Let's take a look at your first alert traffic. If you're heading home right now, the northbound lanes of US 41 are backed up between University Parkway and Fruitville Road in Sarasota.
Cyber Monday just keeps getting bigger. And with the numbers we've seen so far about online holiday sales, we could see some record numbers set today. And of course, Amazon set to be one of the giants of the day, with a lot of other big retailers adapting their online and in-store strategies to keep up. Corinne Kafa has a closer look from inside a busy Amazon distribution center in New Jersey.
The finale to a blockbuster frenzy of sales. Cyber Monday is capping off a 5-day stretch that started on Thanksgiving Day with shoppers hungry for deals.
The biggest shopping days of the year, or at least during the holiday season, have been what we call the Turkey 5. And those are those 5 popular shopping days kicking off on Thanksgiving and running through Cyber Monday.
And the season is off to a fast start. Retail sales in-store and online on Black Friday totaled $23 billion, according to projections by MasterCard, an increase of 9% over the same day last year. The solid economy putting pressure on individual retailers to perform, but they have to know what consumers want.
You see the bricks and mortar retailers are doing a buy online, pick up in store, or buy in store and deliver at home, so they're using digital strategies.
Numbers from Adobe Analytics showed a sharp increase over last year in online sales on Thanksgiving, up 29% to $3.7 billion, and Black Friday, up nearly 24% to a record $6.2 billion. Cyber Monday gives the traditional retailers like Target, Walmart, Macy's, and more a chance to battle e-tail giants like Amazon on their turf.
We get ready for this all year long, and while we're busy day in and day out delivering for customers, the holiday season is a big time for us.
In Robbinsville, New Jersey, I'm Karen Kafa.
Well, right now, citizens across the nation are choosing health care plans for 2019. It's the same bad news you've been hearing for years. The cost of health insurance is going up. ABC7's Alan Cohn joins us now with a look at what's coming up tonight at 7. Alan?
Jacqueline, health insurance prices are growing rapidly across the United States, and that includes right here on the Sun Coast. We're seeing a 25% growth heading into 2019, and residents are noticing that in their paychecks. Case in point, a hairdresser at a local salon.
Last year I was paying about $312 every 2 weeks, and now it has gone up to $420 every 2 weeks. It's insane.
Coming up tonight at 7, we're looking into how much of the bill your employer is fronting as health prices continue to rise. Also, alternatives if you want to opt out of your company's health insurance plan. Back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Alan. We'll see you then. Well, entertainment news is coming up next.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.
Get more for your money during the Subaru Share the Love event at Sunset Subaru. Subaru vehicles hold their value better than any other brand for 2018, according to ALG. And Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand for 4 years running. The Subaru Forester is an IIHS top safety pick for 12 years running. Now lease a new Subaru Forester for just $229 a month or get 0% financing with 0 down. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
I heard about the Detoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Detoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Detoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
All across America, there are kids going hungry. It sounds crazy, but it's real. It's also a problem we're fixing. Kids who rely on school meals need help in the summer. That means neighborhood meal sites that are easy to get to and free for every kid. When you make breakfast part of a school day, a lot more kids get the chance to eat. These programs work. Over the past few years, 1/3 fewer children in the United States are facing hunger. Let's make No Kid Hungry a reality.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.
In entertainment news, one of the most philanthropic celebrities is mourning the loss of her mother.
Oprah Winfrey's mother, Vernita Lee, passed away in her Milwaukee home on Thanksgiving Day. The family releasing a statement to People magazine on her death. Lee worked as a housekeeper throughout her life. She had 4 children, Oprah and a daughter she placed up for adoption. Her 2 other children passed away in 1983 and 2003. Lee was 83 years old.
Alec Baldwin was arraigned on attempted assault and harassment charges today. He did not enter a plea. Earlier this month, Baldwin was arrested after a dispute over a parking spot in Manhattan. Police say a 49-year-old man sustained an injury to the left jaw after being punched. The actor was released on his own recognizance. His next court date is scheduled for January.
Golden State Warriors star Stephen Curry waited along the side of a highway after his Porsche was hit by 2 other cars in Oakland, California. Officials say the driver of a silver Lexus lost control while coming out of a tunnel. His car spinning several times before crashing into Curry. After being hit, Curry's Porsche was then rear-ended by another car. Steph Curry's father arrived shortly thereafter to pick up his son. After giving statements to the CHP, all drivers were allowed to go home.
Sarasota resident Jerry Springer is returning to daytime television, but his show will take place in a courtroom instead of on stage. The former host of the Jerry Springer Show inked a deal with NBC for Judge Jerry. The program will feature the veteran talk show host as a judge similar to Judge Judy. Springer actually has a law degree from Northwestern University in Illinois. And before he was a talk show host, he had a career in politics, including a stint as the mayor of Cincinnati. Judge Jerry is expected to premiere in the fall of 2019. It will be taped in front of a live studio audience.
Certainly will be interesting to see how that goes.
Yeah. Can't wait to watch it.
Well, stay with us. We'll be right back with more news and weather.